You can't scroll through LinkedIn or turn on the news without hearing two letters AI. But if someone stopped you on the street right now and asked, okay, but what is it? How does it actually work? Could you give them a simple answer? Most people can't, and that's not your fault. Most of the times we see it in the news, it appears like magic, but behind the scenes, it's just math. Hi, I'm James. I've spent my career translating complex ideas into plain English for business leaders and the teams that I work with. By the end of this video, you won't just understand what artificial intelligence is, you'll understand how it learns, we'll specifically look at neural networks, and you'll be able to explain it to a friend over coffee without sounding like a robot yourself. Many people mistake knowledge for intelligence. Many people think intelligence is just memorizing facts, but a hard drive can memorize facts, and a hard drive isn't intelligent, or I'll claim so anyway. Jeff Booth, a brilliant thinker on technology, offers a definition that I love. Intelligence is the ability to error correct. This is actually quite close to how I define it too. Intelligence is the ability to use knowledge to solve problems. You should actually buy his book. It's a great insight into where AI is going. Intelligence isn't knowing the answer instantly. It's the ability to use what you know to solve a new problem. If you touch a hot stove, you burn your hand. That's an error. Your intelligence allows you to correct that behavior so you don't do it again. You learned and you applied your knowledge. Artificial intelligence is a human built machine that can make those same predictions, but using data instead of biological neurons. So, how do we teach a computer to think? We use something called a neural network. It uses a structure inspired by the most efficient learning machine in the universe, your brain. Let's imagine a toddler. Let's call him Tim. You want to teach Tim what a dog is. Tim sees a golden retriever. You say dog. Then he sees a cat. He points and he says dog. You say no, that's a cat. How does Tim learn the difference? It's got fur, it's got four legs, it has a tail, and it barks. In AI, we call these inputs, but not all inputs are equal. A table has four legs, but it's not a dog. A cat has fur, but it's not a dog. So the brain or the computer, the neural network, assigns a weight to these inputs. Think of a weight as the importance of that clue, of that input. If the thing barks, the dog score goes way up. That input is heavily weighted. If it's got four legs, the score goes up a little bit, but not so much. The neural network sums up all of these weighted scores. If the total number passes a certain threshold, the computer says, that's a dog. Now, here's the cool part. At first, the computer is not that intelligent. It guesses everything as a dog. It guesses a cat is a dog, you tell it it's wrong. It guesses a toaster is a dog, you tell it it's wrong. This is called training. Every time it gets it wrong, it goes back and adjusts those weights to those clues ever so slightly. It thinks, okay, having four legs wasn't a good enough clue. I'll lower the weight on legs. But the barking clue was perfect. I'll increase the weight on barking. Do this a million times with a million photos, and eventually the math becomes so precise that the machine can spot a dog better than a human can. This is a neural network. It's just trial and error at massive speed and at massive scale. So when you type the sky is, the large language model's neural network activates, and the path for blue is incredibly strong because of all the training it's been through. The path for green is weak because of that training. It predicts the next word based on probability. It's using the patterns it learned to solve the problem of what comes next. And this is why AI hallucinates, because they're not looking up facts in a database. They're predicting the most likely next word based on patterns. It's probabilistic. It's not programmatic. So let's recap. Intelligence is the ability to error correct or to solve a problem using knowledge. Artificial intelligence is using math to mimic that process. And neural networks are just layers of inputs that have been weighted based on millions of examples. That's the training data. You don't need to know how to code a neural network to use one, just like you don't need to be a car mechanic to drive a car. But knowing that combustion is a core part of an engine helps you understand why you need to put petrol in it. So when you use ChatGPT or Gemini or look at a self-driving car, it's not magic. It's just a very, very well-trained toddler that has learned exactly how much weight to give every piece of information it sees. Now that you understand the engine, you might be wondering, okay, but how do I actually use these in my day-to-day life? In my next video, I'm going to go into some incredible Google tools that I use every day and that you can use in your everyday life too. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you back here. Let's keep learning together, and thank you for watching.